Alright, hello and welcome back to another Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl deck tech and gameplay session. We have TRELESARRA Moon Dancer, one of my top 5. Thought that would be the most fun to play. She is a 2-mana 2/2 legendary elf cleric. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on TRELESARRA Moon Dancer and scry 1. So it's a SELESNYA Lifegain-esque deck, and hopefully we can lean on TRELESARRA to find the things we need. All right, we're gonna go through the creatures, then the non-creatures, then let's get into some games. All right, we have our 1-drops with LC of Life's Bounty. It's a protection spell for your creatures and your enchantments. You gain protection from the color of your choice when you sacrifice it when you pay 1. Selfless Saver gives a creature indestructible, so those are the two things that kind of help save our creatures in combat and also from removal spells. We have Soulmender for consistent life gain. We have Speaker of the Heavens, gives us lifelink because it's a 1/1, so we're gaining life there. And if our life total is 7 or more, we get to create 4/4 angel creature tokens when you tap it, and that can help us generate stuff in the late game, and hopefully we can win off of its back. Gilded Goose, 1-mana 0/2, it taps for a mana. If you sacrifice a food, it comes with a food, and you can pay a green and a colorless and tap it to create another food token so you can continue to use it. We have our 2-drops. We have a Hallowed Priest, 2-mana 1/1. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Impassioned Orator, 2-mana 2/2. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. So we're gaining life by creatures coming into the battlefield. Daxos does a very similar thing. It's a 2-mana, but this time it's a 2-star, but its base is a 2/2. Whenever another creature enters battlefield or dies, you gain a life. So it has a little more going for it than the Impassioned Orator, as does the new card Prosperous Innkeeper. When it enters battlefield, you get a treasure token, so it's a little bit of one-time ramp. And whenever another creature enters battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. We also have the Loyal Warhound. Another new card is a 2-mana 3/1. It has Vigilance, and when it enters battlefield, the opponent controls more lands than you. Search your library for a basic plains card, put that on the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. I know we're playing green, and green probably has better ramp cards, but I wanted to give it a try because it's one of the new ones. And then we have another ramp spell with Illusion Curated. It's a 2-mana 1/1. It taps at 1 color and a mana of any color. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you add 2 mana instead. And our last 2-drop is Scavenging Ooze. Is a 2-mana 2/2. You exile a card from a graveyard, the creature, put a 1/1 counter on it, and you gain 1 life. So we got a bunch of different little incremental 1/1 life gain things in the deck. We don't really want to have, oh, you gain 50 life at once, because, well, you only trigger TRELESARRA 1 time. We have some 3 and 4-drops. We have Heliod Sun Crowned, the OG of the Brawl life gain format staple. 3-mana 5/5 indestructible, but if your devotion is less than 5, it isn't a creature, so it stays as an enchantment. And it has whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. But you can also pay a white and a colorless to give another target creature lifelink. So it's a consistent way of generating life gain for us in the deck. Core Celebrant is another one of those creatures. When a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. It also triggers on itself, which is quite nice. If you go 2 TRELESARRA into Core Celebrant, that is a pretty solid life gain. Then we have Linden, the Steadfast Queen. White. Might be a little hard to cast in a deck like this, but whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. So we have a decent amount of white creatures in the deck, so we get to trigger this quite a bit, and each one of those creatures triggers. Each one of those creatures is going to trigger TRELESARRA and scry and put 1/1 counters on her. We have another new card in Icing Death Frost Tyrant, 4-mana 4/3 legendary dragon. It has flying and vigilance. The vigilance is quite nice. And then when it dies, you create an Ice Death Frost Tongue, which is a legendary white equipment artifact token with equipped creature, gets +2/+0, and whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls, and has equip for 2 generic mana. So it's a great creature that leaves something behind. It attacks well, it blocks fairly well. And then we have Yasharn Implacable Earth, 4 mana 4/4 legendary elemental boar. When it enters the battlefield, you get to search for a basic forest and a basic plains, reveal them, put them into your hand. So it helps us hit our land drops. And players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities, which shuts off other decks in the format because we don't really have any of that going on. We have some 5 and 6 and 7. We have Elder Gargaroth, Vigilance, Reach, Trample, the 6/6 for 5, and in this deck you're probably going to choose the gain 3 life more often than not, but drawing cards and creating a 3/3 beast creature token are also good options. We have Froghemoth, Trample, Haste, 5 mana 4/4, one of the new cool creatures from the Dungeons & Dragons set. Whenever Froghemoth or Froghemoth deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many cards from their graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on Froghemoth for each creature exiled this way. You gain life for each non-creature card exiled this way. So you're putting 1/1 counters on it, and you're also gaining life to put 1/1 counters on your Trelesarra and the other things that trigger for life gain. Just all around a pretty cool card. We have another good new Selesnya card in Dirt's Urden. It's a 5 mana 3/3 legendary elf ranger. Double strike. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 4/1 green cat creature token named Guinevere. And then whenever a creature dies, any creature, not just yours, the first time I read this, I read it as only mine. Any creature, if it had power greater than Dirt's power, put a number of 1/1 counters on Dirt's equal to the difference. We got a 1/1 counter theme going, and Guinevere also triggers Dirt's to add 1 counter to it. We have Vorinclex Monstrous Raider, one of a fantastic mono green card, 6 mana 6/6 Trample, Haste. Basically, if you were to put 1 or more counters on things that you control, you double it. If your opponent puts counters on their things, they have it, or put it rounded down. So if they go to put 2 counters on something, they only get 1. If they do 3 counters, I would believe they get rounded down. I think it's only 1, but it is also, it's just a beast and monster. All right, we got a couple of other big things. We have Kogla Titan Ape, a 6 mana 7/6 legendary ape. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the format. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Whenever it attacks, you destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. You pay a green and a colorless to return target human you control to its owner's hand. Kogla gains indestructible till the end of turn. Do we have any humans? We have 5 humans. So we have quite a few ways to get our Kogla back in, or make our Kogla indestructible, which is quite nice. We have Beanstalk Giant, is a 7 mana star, which is the number of, or powers the number of lands you control. It also has Fertile Footsteps, search for a basic land, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So it's ramp, and it's a big beefy dude at the end of the game. We have some non-creature spells. We have Blizzard Brawl, which fights something and it gains indestructible if you have 3 or more snow permanents. Snakeskin Veil, put a 1/1 counter on a creature and it gains hexproof, so it helps protect things. Shadow Spear can give our TRELESARRA Moon Dancer both trample and lifelink, so it can trigger itself, but also when it gets big it can power through things. It can also make your opponent's permanents lose hexproof and indestructible till the end of turn. We have Heroic Intervention, another way to help protect our creatures and ourselves, our spells. Ram Through makes one of our creatures deals damage to an opponent's creature, so it's a removal spell, and if it has trample, it goes through whatever is left over. Excuse me. Wilt destroys an artifact or enchantment, but you can cycle it for 2. You can draw a card if it's not needed. Arcane Signet taps for a green or a white. Heliod's Intervention is probably going to use the top one, destroy X target artifacts and or enchantments. Banishing Light gets rid of any non-land permanent we want until it leaves the battlefield. Garruk's Uprising draws us a card if we have power 4 or greater. Most importantly, it gives trample. It also draws cards when a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield. Heraldic's Banner, and give an anthem to either green or white, whichever at the time we need the most. It also taps to add 1 mana of that color. We have Elspeth Conquers Death. We can exile a permanent an opponent controls mana value 3 or greater. Then it slows our opponents down by making it so that non-creature spells cost 2 more to cast until you turn. And then finally we can return a planeswalker or a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gets a 1/1 counter if it's a creature, or a loyalty counter if it's a planeswalker. We have Amuria's Call and or Amuria's Shattered Skyclave. The Skyclave enters to play as a land. You can pay 3 life to have it come into play untapped. Amuria's Call, 7 mana, 2/4/4 white angel warrior creature tokens, flying, and our non-angels gain indestructible till the end of turn. That costs 7, so it's a good late game card if we can get there. We are playing the castle. We're playing the new Cave of the Frost Dragon creature land. 5 basic snow-covered plains, Castle Garenbrig, the Lair of the Hydra, the other new creature land from the D&D set, 4 snow-covered forests, playing the snow-covered duel, we're playing the tap land that gains us life, playing the pathway, the temple, the command tower, Fable Passage, Faceless Haven, another snowland, Field of the Ruin, and Shimmer Drift Vale. All right. That's TRELESARRA Moon Dancer, my version. I hope you like it. Comment in below. What do you think? Am I missing something? Would you go a different direction? I think this could be a cool cleric build, but I didn't go down that route. All right, let's get into a couple of games. This very much looks like a keepable hand. We have ramp or pseudo ramp into land drops. This helps us gain life. Definitely keeping this. I think this is going to be on... I guess this is going to find us both green and white. Let's put it on green. Because why not? Ooh, the world tree. We are playing Jegantha. Don't see Jegantha as the 5-color commander very much these days. We're going to do this into this. Ooh, that could be a challenge for us. We'll do this. I mean, I want it, but I also want land. I think we're gonna just bottom it. We could cast our Scavenging Ooze, but I want to be able to play this. I don't really want to use this as a land, but I will if I have to. What are you in a Banishing Light? Fence. Missing land. Well, we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna just get this back out. Let's get this train rolling again. We're gonna search for a land probably. We'll keep it. It guarantees us we get 1 step closer to our Amuria's Call. Oh, bye, Prosperous Innkeeper. We're gonna have a hard time outracing this. What a weird land. I think we just need to take this thing out. Go, I can't see. No. All right. We could blow up this and this. Kind of like that. X is 2. Do you have a counter spell? Oh, they're gonna quit. All right. On to the next one. Life gain against life gain. This hand doesn't really do much. Us. But we'll keep it. Got ramp. Got a way to deal with that. That is annoying. Well, that was a very good draw for us. Oh, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be a hard one for us to. I do this. I could do that. No. So I'm gonna play this. Hopefully, well, it doesn't matter where the counter goes. Or hopefully they only put. They make this a 4/4. I'm in trouble. What I'm banking on now is that they don't make this a 4/4. Okay, this is good. All right, so this, I'm gonna do this. Don't need that now. My guess is next turn they're gonna put a counter here, and if they do that, I can ram through it. Or if they try to gain any life in any way. I think that's our best shot. Sure. Okay. Now I have to do this. Wait, no. See where they go to put the counter. All right. And that's going to put a counter there. And I think I will offer this trade. All right, Faceless Haven. I think we're just conquering deathing this. This, well, let's see if they block. Nope. I could banner on green. I think I do this and force them to recast that. Oh, that's a yikes for me. Coming in for 4. Now, do I offer this trade? If I play this, can I still? No, I can't do that. Well, I'm gonna offer up my TRELESARRA one more time. I doubt they're gonna block. They'll probably block it. No blocks. I'm fairly certain that we are in a decent amount of trouble. Should have held this back and blocked. I can block with this. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this will help me bring it back. Like a pacifism kind of thing. Skyclave. Alright. I need to get this brood moth off the table. Mm-hmm. 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 Make a token. Let's put a 1/1 counter. Make a treasure. Get this. Get dirt. No. Yes. Well, they block here. Then they take this. I'm not. Let's not. I want to use this Blizzard Brawl on that if they give me the chance. Okay, that's a 4/4 flyer. Don't put it on the moth. Don't put it on the moth. Son of a biscuit. Okay, good. Incoming moth. If I have to take. Oh, I could chump it. Or just take 9. Let's just take 9. Alright, we'll play the land. That's gonna fight that. Gonna get a counter. We'll get in there with a double strike. Does this mean they have destroy all creatures? I don't need that. This is now 4 mana because you do this plus this. Scry 1, put a 1/1 counter on our creature. That was an interesting block. Okay. That's a scary one. Where'd they gain the... Oh, they gained the life. Sure. Block like that. I will like to do this. That does not help us. Create a food token. Eat the food token. That does not help us either. Yeah, we got a blocker. Or attack. They just go chump. Too bad I can't get rid of this now. This is a lot of damage here though. All right, take your 8, and then 1, 2, 3. We can do this part. Go find this and end the turn. Sure. We can block like that. It's gonna be a very difficult one for us to win. But we won't give up. On the wall? Why wouldn't you put it here? What does the wall do for you? One, two, three, 4. But I need this to block. Moment of truth. Well, that keeps us in the game. Please block with the Heliod. We will put the counter here. That is a good one. And we have the giant still. All right. Sure. Don't think we need to be doing anything with the goose. Put the counter, I guess, here again. I think this is going to potentially bury them in card advantage. This is an interesting game. And it ends with a frustration scoop. All right, let's get one more in here. All right. Yeah, I think we keep this. You scry into this, into the game land. That's good. That's very good. Playing against Krydle of Baldur's Gate. Right, this into this. I think we play this into this. We might play. No, I think we do the. All right. If I banishing light goes bye-bye. Black doesn't really have all that many ways to deal with the banishing light. If I don't play this, then we can't play on curve. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to play this still. And I guess I play that. You have two choices. I wonder. That would be an easy 2-for-1. Go ahead, kill my savior. Yep. Interesting mechanic. Well, that's unfortunate. We play this. We jam this. My guess is it's dead. Well, we have the Selfless Saver to save it, so. I'm not going to attack because I don't want it to run into a exile. Well, I get to draw a card. They are running out of things to do. Maybe. That's a fun one. Sure. It's like they were made to play together. All right, I'm gonna play this into, I think, the Yasharn? Nah, let's play this. They're slowly milling us. Milly. Frogify, sure. Sneak-a-wilt. Tutelage. Bye-bye, tutelage. Ooh, they got two good cards. Now the question is, do I want to trade these two for this? Kinda? You can return it to your hand if you want to. This card seems pretty neat. Man. This. Go find this and this. Play this. Kill this. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Hello, Mr. Ankle. What's your plan, Mr. Ankle? Discard a card. Bye-bye forest. Nope. Bye-bye plains. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Can't do this and this, but we can do this. Just take a turn off, please. Into this. Sure. And let's do dirt into Caryatid. We got lots of firepower now. That's nice. Let's go. This into this next turn, or this into this next turn? This. They probably have a counterspell. And they maybe have a counterspell. They do have a counterspell. Well, let's see if we can ride these two plus probably the dragon. Odd. Hmm. Mm-hmm. They don't do it. What do they have in their hand? Kogla, that would have been nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do that twice. Okay, which dungeon are you gonna try and do? You have us very close. I always forget, the math on this is weird, so I need to keep this up. Whatever our lands are minus what? 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I can do X is 5. Or do I just jam with this? I'm gonna do this into this. And the race is on. You can do this twice. The life gain on this is annoying. Right now we're really racing. So I can do X is 6. They have a removal spell. Ah. Okay, that doesn't help you. It helps you a little bit. Human. I guess most... So you can't attack now. So you have to block this and this. Why would you? You're just dead now. Oh no, you gain 1 life. Yeah, you're just... All right, we have a few good games. I really have enjoyed playing this legendary creature. I think it's a great life gain option. Heliod is probably still a little bit more consistent just because it's monocolored, but the green gives you opens up a whole bunch of new doors. So that's TRELESARRA Life Gain Selesnya. Like, subscribe, notify. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Bye for now.